it's interesting to me because I think as I have these different changes in my life, I try to decide if this new anxiety that I'm feeling is because of that change, or if it's just something that's happening as a result of inaction or whatever the case may be. And like my case right now, like I'm just noticing a lot of fear and anxiety within myself when I'm interacting with people socially. And it just so happens to coincide with the fact that I now have a new child, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, is this something that is happening because there's this kid here now, and like I'm really worried about being a better person because this child is here, and now all of a sudden I've got these emotions inside where I'm very, very aware of how I'm being perceived by other people, or what is the case? And like, just to give you an example, like for some reason, like when I'm interacting with people at work, I just find myself having a lot of fear that I've done something that A, they're going to take offense to, B, they're going to fire me over, or C, it's just overall going to be perceived as dumb, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm going to say something stupid.
It's going to create an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah. And that's probably ultimately like the over-encompassing thought, right? It's going to create an uncomfortable situation. So I get this really weird anxiety in me. And the other day, for example, I had a work thing early in the day, and then I had a family event with my wife's family members, and I went to that. And I'm feeling a lot of the same thing when interacting with her family members. I'm thinking like, I'm going to say something stupid, or I've done something to these guys that, they are treating me cold because of something that I have done, and it's all in my head, mind you. Like every bit of it is me assuming, right? Mm-hmm. And I think, wait a minute, like if I was feeling that way with coworkers earlier, and now I'm feeling that way with family members, odds are not all these people are plotting against me, right?
Yeah, right.
Like,
okay,
if I'm the common element here, then the problem is likely to reside within me.
Right.
And I think that when we're out there using and abusing, it's easy to think that literally everybody else is out to get me, right? Everybody else needs to change. And now I'm in this situation where I can look at that and go, what's going on with me?
Yeah.
Like, really, like, what's going on with me? And I've really had to go, like, maybe all that's true. Maybe I am going to say something stupid to coworkers. Maybe I am going to do something they're going to fire me over. Like, maybe all that will happen. Like, again, break it down. Like, what can I control? Well, I can do the best job that I can possibly do to hopefully avoid getting fired. I can be sure to communicate in a professional and courteous manner with these people so that I know that it's highly unlikely for me to offend them. And I can do the same thing with Brianna's family members, right? Like, I can be myself. I can be sure not to say anything that I know will be offensive. And outside of that, it's not my control. Like, I have no control over what's going to happen. Like, if I do all those things and I do all the things I know I can do as Cameron, and they still choose to behave that way, mind you, they're not behaving that way now, but it's all my perception,
when
right?
They do.
Yeah. Like, if I still feel like they're acting that way towards me, after I've done all those things, then there's a level of letting go.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my problem. If any of that's true and they really don't like me, that's on them, right?
Yeah.
Let go, let God. Like, I can only do what I can do. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, it's on them.
Yeah.
And I can't control that. So I'm just going to do what I can do. So, I mean, that's something that I'm working through right now, like, as we speak.